Well, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the day camp. It's a nice brisk Saturday morning. Molly and I are here at the day camp and I'm going to get started back building on the shelter here. Time today to put up some roof trusses, I think, and then we're going to get ourselves a nice steak cooking and a potato on the fire. So I'm going to get the fire rocking here and we'll get going with the shelter build. Stick around for a while. Okay, so I've started collecting some nice straight pieces of wood. I'm trying to collect as much deadfall as I can, but there's not an awful lot around. So I'm just trying to be very selective with what I pick. I've got a few here. I'm going to start getting them bucked up and cut up and set up for the roof, and so I could just putt along as I see fit. Got the fire just smoldering here. Going to be a little bit. I'm going to throw my baked potato in there and let that cook for a while, and I'm going to get a nice steak cooking. So we're coming along. We're coming along. What, Molly? Wait, you want a treat? You want a treat? Come get it. Come here. Okay. So just as a tip, while I'm out here foraging for wood for the roof trusses, I've basically taken one stick, a nice straight one, and I've cut it to the length that I need or that I require for the shelter itself. What I do is I take this one particular stick out there with me, and I'll measure it with whatever I'm cutting. In this case, I found myself some nice good solid deadfall, and I've cut them all to the same length. So just a tip if you're building a shelter like this, because you're not going to carry a tape measure with you, nature's tape measure right here. So I got some pieces here. This is the deadfall, but they got pretty sizable knots on them here, which could actually make it more difficult to bring the two pieces or all my logs together. So I'm just going to cut off these knots just to get them out of the way. There we go. It cleans that up a little bit. Alright, so as you can see, things are starting to come along here. Slow going, but on your end, it's going to be really slow going, it might seem, but like I say, it's really hard to find some good straight wood around here, and I can't stress enough that I'm trying to not cut down any trees. But just getting ready to throw a potato on. Going to be getting my steak on in a while, but wanted to make sure the potato's well cooked. So I'm going to get this in by the fire here and let that continue to cook up. And Molly and I are going to continue on the shelter build. Alright, so we're coming along. We're coming along. Just continuing to get them trusses up. Started tying some of these trusses together with some jam knots just to keep them all tight together so that they don't roll on me. And I think what I'm going to do, maybe today or another day, just because there's going to be this pole is going to be bearing a lot of weight, I think I'm going to put a center post in here. Like I say, I'm erring on the way of safety. I don't want this to be a human deadfall trap. So yeah, I'm going to put something here to keep it up. Whether it's today or next time, we'll see. But right now my potatoes cooking. I'm going to take a little break here. I think I'm going to enjoy a nice cold beverage. Going to get my steak cooking here in a couple of minutes and enjoy the camp a bit. Well, it's about that time. Smoky time. My baked potatoes pretty darn close to being done, and now it's time to cook up the steak. Just gonna get my coals all ready here. So, got myself a nice steak from home. Nice big New York strip. And I find one of the nicest ways to cook this is by putting it directly onto the coals. And let her have at it. Alright, so while the steak is cooking on the coals there, I just thought I would take a little candid shot of the area. I've got a new camera here that I'm shooting with. Hopefully the video turns out okay. I've got a new Canon EOS Rebel SL3 with a 1855mm lens, and we'll see when I get home to edit this how it's going to turn out. So as you can see here, let's do a little tour here of the lean-to so far. So far, it's coming along. I still got I'm about halfway there with putting the roof structure on. After I'm done that, I'm going to take a tarp and I will run a tarp over it there to waterproof it. But until then, I still got to keep getting the timbers. And then I'll probably in the back corner here, down this section, I'll put a nice long bench in there so that I can come here and do my overnighters. Okay, so here we are. Just gotta finish getting the steak is about done, and my baked potato at home. I put slices into it. Woohoo! I put slices into it, and in the slices I put pieces of bacon, just to pack that out with me. But yeah, put some slices of bacon in there just to add some extra flavor. And let us just check our... Oh, steak is looking good. Steak is looking good. I think we're pretty well done. So now there's a nice steak in amongst the smoke. Yeah. We'll get a nice shot of this before we cut into it. Nice. Okay, so most people ask me, like, when I cook my steak like this, don't you get charcoal and ashes all stuck to it? And the answer is yes, you get a little bit of ash on there, but it kind of adds to the flavor. If you got good hot coals and you're using hardwood, you're not going to have a problem. If you do get a couple of hot coals stuck on there, you just kind of flick them off, right? But yeah, it's going to cook up quite nice. Let's just get you a good little shot of this. And there we go. Here we go. So potato with bacon in it and a nice juicy New York strip. Like I say, it's got a little bit of ash on it, but that's not a problem. I'm not afraid of that. But you know what? This will honestly, whoop, here we go. This will honestly be one of the best tasting steaks you would ever eat if you did one up like this. I think Molly and I need to have a little snack now. All right. Here's the little Muskoka Mad Tom IPA. Done perfectly the way I like it. Nice medium. Funny how every time food comes out, I have the best friend in the whole wide world right here beside me. It's much like Dad's cooking. Hey, yeah, so just finished up the steak and potato. It was a really good dinner, and now I feel a little lazy. I almost feel like I need a nap, but I got a little bit of straightening up to do here around the camp, and I want to maybe cut a couple more pieces of wood for the ceiling. You guys don't need to see that. You'll get to see it on the next episode to see exactly where I left off. But if you like this video, please do hit that thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. I always love feedback from you, no matter good or bad. Hopefully all good. And if you haven't already done so, please do smash that subscribe button and hit the bell notification so that you can be alerted to upcoming videos in this series. Just want to say thanks everybody for joining me, and remember, keep the adventures alive. Have a good one.